G'day guys, welcome back. I'm going to play with some high flows today. These guys are like water. There's a little marble in the bottom and you can shake them up. You have to give them a really good shake before you use them. So as I said, they're like water. I got quite a lot of these when I was still learning to pour a couple of years ago. I've still got some left. And a lot of people have said to me, you know, what do I do with them? How do I pour with them? They're not the best for pouring, I've found, but I will show you what I've come up with. I have got some Elmer's glue all. Any white craft glue will do though, you don't have to use glue all. You can use global glue, just try not to use wood glue. You can use Elmer's school glue, whatever you want to use. It's fine, it's just art, isn't it? So I've worked out that if I put 100 grams of the glue and 15 grams of water and then 20 grams of this paint and mix it up, I get this consistency. Let me show you. So leaves a mound on a mound. Don't lift your stick way up here because you're going to get a different effect. Just the bottom of the stick level with the top of the cup. Okay, so I've done a little practice pour first. But anyway, we'll see how we go. It's not a very stable mixture. I find that the cells just sort of go a bit wobbly and they run. Yeah, it's just must just be the high flows. I'm not sure, but what I'm going to show you today is maybe a technique that you can try using these if you've got them, just to use them up, hey? Now, I have put 3 drops of treadmill silicone in each cup except for the black and the white. Giving them a good stir, and let's get to layering. The paint kind of looks a little bit more grey in here because the glue is white. But once it dries, and it dries clear, the colours should pop again. So I first did this with 20 grams of water, and it was way too thin. And then I did 10 grams of water, and I thought it was a little bit thick and gluggy. So this one's got 15 grams of water. It's looking quite thin. As I said, it's not a very stable mix. So what we'll do today is I'll flip the cups, then we'll tilt, and then we will torch. That way you can still get your cells, but you won't lose them when you're tilting, because as I said, it's a very unstable mixture, even with the glue. And if you thicken it up anymore, it really doesn't help, it just goes gluggy. So we will see. Maybe this is the best that we can do with the high flows. They are made to go with the global pouring medium. So if you've got some of that and you've used it and you're happy with it, great, let me know. I'd love to see your paintings that you've done with it. Let me know how you went with it. I've only tried it with glue and Floetrol. I did a video over a year ago, I think, showing you how to use glue and Floetrol with this mix. So if you want to go back and have a look at that one, please do. But I've kind of stepped away from Floetrol. I'm not using it anymore, not that happy with the results. So just sticking with glue and water, I've found that that gives me the best results for what I am looking for. Alright, some white. I'll flip these over and then I'll show you what colours I've got. Just leftovers really from a couple of years ago. Global are changing their labels from Global to Wholecraft. So these are on sale at the moment. Instead of $20 a bottle, I think they're down to $7 a bottle. And you can only get Global in Australia. I guess if you wanted something similar, maybe go with Liquitex Basics. they're a little bit thicker, so you have to add just a little bit more pouring medium or a little bit more water. I would tend to just put a little splash of water in because they are thicker to get to the same consistency. But if you want something similar to the paints I use, not these high flow, but my normal Global, and you can't get them overseas, then have a go at the Liquitex Basics. I find they work really well. Oh, rain stopped. Just started raining. My husband said, oh, I'm going to get out and mow the lawn before the rain comes. And he just started the ride-on mower and it started drizzling. And now the sun's come out. There's a cyclone off the coast of us. So we're just waiting to see what happens, whether it crosses. First of all, we were told it was going to cross at about Fraser Island, which is just north of me. And then they said it was going to cross more over Brisbane, which is about an hour south of me. But either way, we're going to get hit with heaps of rain. And we've also got a high tide due this weekend. It's Thursday today, so this weekend we're due for a high tide. And if we get a cyclone as well, we're going to be in a world of hurt. Right, flip these babies over. Okay, so we have got Deep Space. So I think you can still buy this one. You can't buy Deep Space in the impastos though. It was just a limited edition. This one's called Pool Party, just a blue. And then I've got the black, carbon black, and titanium white. I don't know why they call this one titanium and then their other range they just call white. I don't know what the difference is. Same with the blue, they call this Phthalo blue. And then the other one they just call Cool Blue. This is pretty much empty turquoise. Okay, so we'll flip these and then I'll tilt and then I'll torch. And I'm expecting the kind of look that I got with my sea glass pour. Hopefully it won't be too greyish with the black in there. Could have possibly kept it at the 10 grams of water, but it didn't feel happy with the way it flowed. So this one has got 100 grams of glue, 15 grams of water, and 20 grams of high flow paint. See how it's moving really quickly? Which kind of suggests that it's really thin, because when I pour out my normal mix like this, it doesn't run so fast, that's for sure. But as I said, I've tried making it a bit thicker, didn't like it. Although I torched after I tilted, so, and then I thought, oh, maybe I should just tilt and then torch, because the cells just were not good. So let's cover the whole surface first. There's plenty of paint here. I mixed up more than I needed, and I used a little bit of it for the little trial pour that I did. So I've still got way too much on here, so we'll be able to tilt the corners off. Take your stick around, not over the top in case you drip over it. So did you see the one? Oh, actually no, I didn't show you the sea glass video because I did that without you guys. I am going to do another one though, because everyone wants to see how I did it. So I've got so many things that I want to do, just not enough time. So here we go, off to the other corner and over. So I've got some cells popping up already. Come back to the middle. It's very oceany, isn't it, with the blending of the colours. We'll go off there, get rid of those. I've got some in the middle there that I guess will have to stay. So if you've got these high flows and you just think, oh, what a waste, what am I going to do with them? I guess you could try this. I personally wouldn't buy them again, now that I've learnt what I'm after, what I'm looking for. But, you know, I've got them, so I thought I'd better use them up. Rightio, let's torch and see what happens. Probably not so much in the middle there because there's plenty of action. So cells coming up. It's very beachy, isn't it? Oceany, wavy. So we've got this nice little colony happening here. As you can see, the cells are growing. This mix, because it's thin, the cells can come up and they haven't got very much resistance on them, so they're able to spread. So we'll just give it a minute and see what they want to do. Get some more in the middle there because I'm greedy. So you don't always have to tip your cups and then tilt. Tip your cups and then torch and then tilt, because you do risk losing all your cells, especially if your mix is on the thin side. You may just want to do what I did, flip your cups over, move your paint all the way around, and once it's covered then torch, and you're still going to get your cells up. I mean, if you wanted to, you could stretch them a little bit, you know, move it back and forth and up and down, stretch them a little bit, but you certainly don't have to. You could just leave them like that and be happy with the fact that you've got some pretty cells. Up to you. Don't like this middle bit. Oh dear. It was just paint rubbing against each other and causes the cells to pop up. But they're quite pretty. You know, they're not ugly cells, that's for sure. So you certainly can use them. I just would suggest that you do this and flip, tilt, then torch. Right, I'll take you in for a close-up so you can see the cells. Let's come down so I can show you. They are quite pretty cells. See those there? Nothing wrong with the cells, that's for sure. And if you do want to use up your high flows, then have a go at this. And in the bottom corner, there you go. Alrighty, just a little quick short video for you. As I said, I don't really like using these, but I thought I'll just show you that you can use them if you've got them and you want to get rid of them. The other thing you can do is add, because they're quite highly pigmented, make up your normal batch of impasto paints and give a good squirt of that into it, just to help with the pigmentation, and you use them up that way. So that's not a bad idea either. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now.